The reason I fell in love with film, stories, television, and entertainment in general as a small boy, and well within my teens and 20s, 30s, and even 40s, because film and television were a personal experience for me. The connection you have with those stories and those characters used to be a beautiful thing. Have you ever been immersed in a film or a television drama before? When it finishes, you're like, whoa, whoa, I forgot I was watching something. I actually felt I was experiencing a real emotion, a real experience. This is what entertainment used to be. And it's that personal connection that I want this generation to feel, and you're not feeling it. Because I'm sorry, James Gunn, a mixtape just doesn't do it for me. Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. I am Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends, wives, and especially your boyfriends and your husbands. A very warm welcome to Monday's edition of the DCU Daily. You can follow me on X Twitter at Movies TV Mad, and on Instagram and on Threads at Movies TV Mad. X on Snapchat, BMouth60, and TikTok, Mad Mickey's World. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What I just said about my feelings about film and television, I was laying in bed thinking about this morning, how deeply I feel stories and television and film, and how special they mean to me. Now, because I'm not getting that from modern film and television, I've embraced my physical media. It's why I barely go to the cinema or watch new TV, or call it as it is, streaming shows anymore. I don't watch modern shit anymore. I rarely watch modern shit. People are saying to me that I should have gone and saw this film or that film, and I don't want to, because I know what I'm not going to get. That personal connection that we all used to get. You get it, right? You're listening to a great song. You're looking at a great painting. You're reading a great book. These are the experiences that our young people are not getting anymore. And it's why the entertainment industry is on its knees. And people like James Gunn are responsible for this, because people like James Gunn should be on my side of things. He shouldn't even be making streaming and movies. He's not good enough to be making streaming and movies. Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy, very solid, enjoyable, I admit it. But the guy can only tell one type of story. And that's no good. That's why he shouldn't be in the position he's in today. And right now, he's facing the consequences of being ousted as co-CEO of DC Studios. There's only one conclusion for James Gunn, and that's being fired. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. It'll be interesting if it happens before WB, Warner Brothers Discovery, sold, or before. It'll be interesting when it happens, but he's done. The DCU is done. It's over. It's funny watching people's content like The Truth 31. The Truth 31 had this hatred for the Snyderverse, and he felt that Gunn could save DC. How is that working out for you? Not very well. So I'm not here to shit on James Gunn every day, but he is responsible, like the rest of the modern people in entertainment today, because they don't have a love. James Gunn grew up watching the stuff that I watched and clearly loved it, but he's taken the wrong lessons from the entertainment that I grew up with. Simple television, like The A-Team and Knight Rider. There wasn't much deep writing on those shows, but they were fun, right? There were deeper takes of stories on television and film. right? But you had the fun stuff and you had the darker stuff. You had the lighter stuff. We had sitcoms, which we can't have anymore because you can't joke about anything anymore. And people like James Gunn are the problem. It's not Zack Snyder who broke DC, it's James Gunn. And then Toby Emmerich, Walter Hamada, Jeff Johns. They broke DC, not Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder had a love for DC and tried to do something utterly contemporary with it, but they were too scared. They're so obsessed with making money today, they don't actually make money. Because the love and passion for telling stories and to connect an audience with those stories isn't what they're looking to do anymore. I bet you've got a favourite scene from a TV show, right? One of mine is from 24, starring Kiefer Sutherland, the brilliant Kiefer Sutherland. There's this bit where Jack is trying to get the surgeon to stop working on Paul Raines, a man who earlier saved Jack Bauer's life. Because Jack needs the surgeon to save the life of a terrorist that he needs to question. So it's really huge, and you've got Audrey there. I mean, Jack and Audrey have been dating. And basically, Paul Raines dies because of Jack's actions. It's such a compelling scene. But I bet you've got that favourite scene from Breaking Bad or something else that you love, right? Or from a movie. One of mine is A Few Good Men in the court scenes. The scenes between Nicholson and Cruz. There's no CGI, there's no special effects, but it's fucking wonderful. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. We all know that scene, right? It's powerful, it's beautiful, and it's done to give us, the audience, a fucking visceral, emotional experience. And it's what we don't get anymore. We all remember the climax of Superman 1978, where Lois Lane dies. And Superman's just there, watching her dead body. It's utterly compelling and beautiful. And Superman can't tolerate the fact that she's dead, that he failed. So he screams to the heavens while he's listening to his father Jor-El saying, "You mustn't interfere with human history," and he breaks those rules. It's fucking beautiful and compelling, and it's stuck with me my whole fucking life. This is what old Hollywood used to do. Give us those moments that we'll never forget. So once we turn our TV off or leave the cinema, we felt like we've actually experienced something. And it's utterly fucking depressing now that the people working in Hollywood, working at the BBC, working at ITV, or wherever the fuck they're working, don't want to give us those experiences because they shouldn't be working in the industry they have a privilege to be working in. I believe people like me should be there. People like you. Why? Because we fucking care. Because we appreciate those surreal, immersive experiences we had in storytelling, in TV and film. And we want to give it those type of connections and experiences to audiences, to younger audiences who are on TikTok instead of watching movies and television. I can't blame the younger generation for not going to theatres anymore. There's no reason to go to the cinema anymore. Reboot, relaunch, reboot. I wouldn't even mind that fucking laziness if the reboots we were getting were fucking good and gave us that immersive experience. For example, Cape Fear is one of the best reboots ever made. The original Cape Fear, starring Gregory Peck and Robert Mitchum, is fucking awesome. But the Cape Fear, starring Nick Nolte and Robert De Niro, is even fucking better. And I never thought they could remake a movie of Cape Fear better than the original. But it fucking is brilliant. Because they remade a movie, but gave it its own identity, and it fucking works as an immersive experience. And how great was Juliette Lewis in that movie as well? That's what film should be in television. That is what it's not today. And that's what James Gunn isn't giving to us. I know this is the DCU Daily, I'm talking generally about film, but I think it's important to understand the damage that James Gunn is doing, and David Zaslav and the rest of them. Zack Snyder was giving us immersive fucking experiences. His Krypton is beautiful in Man of Steel, but it's not that it just looks good. What's going on there, thanks to David Goyer and Christopher Nolan, through their script, is also compelling and beautiful at the same time. So the Snyderverse, I believe, visually was beautiful, but the storytelling was very immersive, and they did something a little bit different. But different doesn't mean fucking bad. And some of you hated it, and hated it. Until you couldn't hate it anymore, well, you got your way. You got James Gunn, the bestest director ever. Are you happy? Are you happy that you drove Snyder out of the DCU? Are you happy that James Gunn's here? WB finally got their orgasm MCU created. How is that working out? Terribly. So there are no immersive experiences in film anymore. There's not that personal connection. There's not that scene that you take in your heart and soul and never forget. You know, quite frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. Everyone remembers that. Gone with the Wind, a 1939 movie. But we all remember it. We remember The Wizard of Oz. Films that are so old, but gave us something that we would never forget. That's why I fell in love with television and film. And through my dream, and I have a dream and ambition to create my entertainment company, Movies TV Mad, I want to give that to you and the younger generation. I believe entertainment can be saved, but right now, Movies TV Mad is just a dream. My films, Saving Judy Garland, Saving Norma Jean, Human Nature, are just a fantasy right now, a dream. But a guy can dream, right? That's where I am. I'm very passionate about great stories, great movies and great television. But the people in entertainment today think you're a fascist if you demand great, memorable TV and film. They actually believe that. That's what they believe. These are the fuck buckets that we've got in entertainment today. Rebecca Ferguson, the actress, keeps on boring on about a boring experience she had with a shitty actor who treated her badly. Hun, I don't care. Be professional. Stop exposing things. We don't want to know. Keep the magic. Keep the illusion. These fucking people refuse to keep the magic. Be professional. Pretend you all love each other. It doesn't fucking matter. But I don't care anymore. Because the people, as I keep on saying, working in entertainment today don't care. They don't understand the huge privilege of working in the industry that they're in. And I'm damn fucking mad about it. It depresses me. It upsets me. Because films, TV and stories are in my DNA. They are within my heart and my soul. And the great ones. You see, another thing that the creatives, people like James Gunn, will tell you today, it's just fiction. It's just a film. No! No! It's not just a film. It's not just a TV show. These are things that can uplift us, can get someone who maybe is depressed and anxious and wants to end their lives, and once they've seen a great TV show or a movie or a great memorable moment, decide they want to keep on living. That's the power of story and film and art and culture. Don't you ever fucking tell me it's just a film. It's just a TV show. It's more than that. Because of TV and film, I decided to keep living in this horrible, depressing world. That's what those experiences done to me. When I was looking into my TV as a boy, it was a magical portal. An escape from a world I fucking hated. Young people don't have that escape, tragically, today.